A LIC is a listed investment company. As the name suggests, it's listed on an exchange, so in Australia, the Australian Stock Exchange. And a LIC provides access to a professionally managed portfolio of assets. To access a LIC, you buy shares the same way as you would buy direct shares in other companies such as a BHP or Westpac, for example. You need to get in touch with your stockbroker, your online broker, or your financial advisor. Benefits of a LIC structure are, firstly, it gives you immediate exposure to a diversified portfolio managed by a professional investment manager, all in a single trade. Secondly, a LIC, because of the company structure, it typically will pay a dividend, and that dividend can be partially or fully franked. And finally, because a LIC is a closed-end vehicle, it means that the portfolio manager can invest with a long-term investment horizon. They don't have to be concerned about inflows and outflows in the short term, so they can really focus on making good long-term investment decisions for the end shareholder. When assessing the quality of an LIC, I think people should really follow the same steps they would whenever they're entrusting their money to a professional investment manager. The first thing I think you should look at is what is the investment objective of a LIC. So they have a variety of things on offer. You might be looking at one that offers capital growth or a steady income or access to an asset class such as Australian shares. The next thing to consider is who will be managing the money. So who's the portfolio manager in the investment team and what's their experience in managing investments. You should also consider their investment philosophy and process, and that will tell you how they will go about investing your funds. Finally, with performance, look at the track record of the portfolio management team. Now, past performance is no indication of future performance, but it can give you an indication of their skill and expertise in adding value to an investment portfolio. If the LIC's already in existence, then another thing you can consider is the performance track record of that LIC. So one is the performance of its investment portfolio, but also the total shareholder return. How have the shares performed, and included in that you should consider the dividend stream that it's paying. The Perpetual Equity Investment Company Limited is Perpetual's listed investment company offering. It's listed on the Australian Stock Exchange and its ASX code is PIC or PIC. We refer to it as PIC. It's much easier, much less of a mouthful. PIC's investment objective is to pay a growing income stream and capital growth in excess of its benchmark, which is the ASX 300 index. PIC holds a concentrated portfolio of between 20 to 40 shares, and these are invested in Australian shares typically, and it can hold up to 25% of the portfolio in global shares and up to 25% of the portfolio in cash. The manager of PIC is Perpetual Investments, and the portfolio manager for PIC is Vince Pizzullo, who's Deputy Head of Equities here at Perpetual Investments. Vince has over 20 years of experience in investment management, and he's supported by the broader Perpetual Equities team, which is 23 people who spend their days analysing Australian and global shares. PIC listed in December 2014. Since then, it's delivered very strong investment performance. It also is paying an attractive fully franked dividend yield, and it's managed using Perpetual's proven investment process of seeking quality and value companies, and this is a process that we've used for over 50 years and has delivered through many market cycles. And finally, we pride ourselves on keeping our shareholders informed through regular and insightful communications on the portfolio.